I told y'all. It's not going to be a sweep. It's not going to be what you think it is if we play our game. I try to tell them. The Sixers shocked the world and upset the Boston Celtics. 111-97. They win game 2. Now we're going to Philly tied up 1-1 in the series. And I got to give a big shout out to the shooting guard and the point guard, Tyrese Maxey. Woo! In game 2 tonight, 29 points. In game 2 tonight for VJ Edgecombe, what did he have? Let me just go right to it, because at the end of the day, those are the two that absolutely obliterated the Boston Celtics all game long. VJ Edgecombe came out the game numerous times with an injury, came back, and VJ had 30 points. So 29 points from Tyrese Maxey and 30 points from our rookie, the rookie of the year, VJ Edgecombe. Oh my goodness. 59 points from our two guards, y'all. 59 points from our two guards, baby. VJ Edgecombe, 12 of 20. You're talking about a rookie that put up 20 shots. He was not scared of the moment. We're talking about a rookie that put up 20 shots, 12 of 20. For 5 of 12 from 3. This man was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. This man had 4 rebounds, 9 assists, only 2 turnovers. He was playing elite defense as well. Hold up. I got it wrong. My bad, y'all. He had 30 points, 12 of 20 from the field, 6 of 10 from 12 of 20 from the field, 6 of 10 from 3. He had 10 rebounds. My bad. I was looking at Tyrese Maxey. 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Now, Tyrese Maxey has the 29 points, 11 of 28 from the field, 5 of 12 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals as well. They both got 2 steals. So both our guards are playing defense. Yeah, let's go, baby. Yeah, this is the post-game reaction. Shock the world, baby. Now, let's get to team stats real quick before we really break down this game. Let's really talk about the team stats, right? Shout out again to the rookie of the year in VJ Edgecombe. And shout out to Tyrese Maxey. They said that we can't win with 2 guards. We can't win with guards that are too short. I don't believe that. If you play good team defense, you can win. You play good team defense, you can win. And the team defense for the Sixers were amazing for most of the game. Jaylen Brown got his, but for the most part, we shut everybody else down. And VJ Edgecombe with a double-double, 30 and 10, bro. 30 of 10, 6 of 10 from 3. That is amazing. But let's get to the team stats, right? We shot 47% from the field. The Celtics shot 39% from the field. This is the key right here. From 3. The Boston Celtics put up 53s, y'all. They put up 53s and only made 13. They shot 26% from 3, y'all. 26% from 3, y'all. And the Sixers shot 48.7% from 3, 19 of 39 from 3. Let's freaking go. The only thing I would say is our free throws was we shot 54% from the free throw line. We were 6 of 11. We got to make our free throws. When it comes to rebounding, we got out-rebounded, but I look at it like this. When you shoot that higher percentage by how much I've rounded up to 49. You shooting 49% from the field, that's good. But you got to do a little bit better with the rebounding, but we good, though. I'm liking it. I don't like the offensive rebounds, though. We gave up 18 offensive rebounds, but, 50 rebounds to 42 rebounds. I don't really like that, but we got the dub. When it comes to points off turnovers, this was so drastically different last game. They scored like 22 points off of our turnovers last game. They only scored 10 points off of turnovers this game. We scored 15 points off of turnovers in this game. Last game, I think we only scored 3 points. Drastic difference right there. Let's talk about fast break points. Pretty much even. 11 points for the Boston Celtics and 12 points for the Sixers. Let's talk about points in the paint. Shorty, what you think? 38 points in the paint for the Celtics, 32 points in the paint for the Sixers. Now, let's talk about largest lead of the game. Now, this is what I want to see. Ladies and gentlemen. Largest lead of the game for the Celtics is 13. The largest lead of the game for the Philadelphia 76ers. This is why they are victorious. It's 16, baby. Let's go, Sixers. Love it, baby. Absolutely love it. Now, let's get to team stats, man. Let's get to, I mean, player stats. Let's go to player stats. Let's be a little bit more specific on the box score, right? Because that was just team stats just now. Now, I already talked about Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. So let's talk about PG. He wasn't horrible from the field overall, 7 of 13. That's actually better than 50% from the field. But he did it. He was struggling throughout the game. And the one thing about it is I wish he was a little bit better, because we could have really won this game by probably 20 if he was a little bit better. 19 points in 35 minutes, 7 of 13 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. He got to make his free throws. Shooting 50% from the free throw line is not acceptable. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block. Overall, a solid game, but he could do a lot better. Now, when you talk about Adem Bona, I love Adem Bona and his energy. But, bro, you got to make your layups, bro. You got to dunk the ball when you're that close to the basket. Like, some of the plays, I'm like, some of the missed layups, I'm like, bro, you're like 7 foot. Dunk the ball. You know what I mean? Easier said than done, but, bro, you're right there. If anything, you'll go to the free throw line if they foul you. You had 3 rebounds in 22 minutes. That's about it. 1 turnover. I love his energy. I ain't trying to come at him, but let's get to Kelly. Kelly Oubre Jr., he just brings a toughness to this team. 5 of 10 from the field. 12 points in 32 minutes. It's not impressive with the points, but it was timely baskets throughout the game. 2 of 6 from 3. 5 rebounds. 0 turnovers. And he was playing very good defense on Jaylen Brown for the most part, and Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown was cooking for the most part, but Kelly was playing good defense overall. Like, against everybody, not just Jaylen Brown, because Jaylen Brown was cooking pretty much everybody. I'm going to keep it real. But Kelly Oubre Jr., I got a lot of respect and a lot of love for him, man. He's been playing outstanding, and keep it up. Keep it up. Now, our starting 5 did absolutely amazing. Everybody had double-digit points, double figures in points in our starting 5, besides Adem Bona with 0 points. Adem Bona had 0 points. Everybody else had 10 points and up, 12 points and up, I mean. And let me give another shout to Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. Tyrese Maxey made like 2 back-to-back threes in the fourth quarter, clutch points. VJ Edgecombe's making clutch threes. VJ Edgecombe is tough. He's tough, bro. Coming back from his injury. I don't even know what his injury was. He was on the bicycle for moments of the game, and he came back and played with a lot of heart, a lot of energy. And I'm so glad Daryl Morey made the right move and drafted him over anybody else he could have drafted. He could have drafted Ace Bailey? He could have drafted Con Knipple. He could have drafted Trey Johnson. He could have drafted all these different players besides Cooper Flagg and Dylan Harper. But I'm glad that VJ Edgecombe is on our team. He reminds me of a Jimmy Butler / Ant-Man. That's the comparison I give him. He has that dog. He plays both ends of the court. A double-double, getting 10 rebounds is very impressive. Yes, he is only 6'5". I say only like that's short. He's only 6'5", but he reminds me a lot of Josh Hart from the Knicks. Josh Hart is like 6'4", and he against the Sixers a couple of seasons ago, he averaged in a series of the playoffs like 12 rebounds a game. So it's not always about height, it's about heart and energy and intelligence. You know what I mean? When it comes to finding where that ball's going to fall at off that rim. Now, let's get to the bench. And I'm going to get to Nick Nurse as well. Justin Edwards, for me, it's not impressive with his points, but it's impressive what he did on the defensive side of the ball. I'm so glad that Nick Nurse finally listened to us and finally played Justin Edwards. Points ain't everything. The box score doesn't tell you how good a player plays all the time. And Justin Edwards played well. He didn't score that many points. 5 points in 22 minutes. but he played very crucial minutes. And he played and guarded Jason Tatum. He guarded Jaylen Brown. He guarded whoever was in front of him. And he was pretty darn good, in my honest opinion. He had 4 rebounds, 1 assist. He had 1 block. Shout out to Justin Edwards. Let's get the dominant Barlow. 7 minutes, didn't score a dangle on point. We ain't going to really talk about that. Let's go to Quentin Grimes. 10 points off the bench. No, my bad. Let's get to Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond, 10 points in 26 minutes, and he also had 8 rebounds. He had 2 assists. He only had 1 turnover and 1 steal. But I love Andre Drummond. I love how Nick Nurse switches from a Dembona to Andre Drummond when it comes to the energy and points to the game. That's coaching. And I love that he has a Dembona starting because, like I said, Andre Drummond is not a starter right now. He's better suited coming off the bench, and I love it. We needed him off the bench, and he played almost starter minutes. So it doesn't matter if you start or you come off the bench. If you're playing starter minutes, just be productive when you get on that basketball court. Quentin Grimes gave us 6 points in 21 minutes. He was 2 of 6 from the field, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 block. Overall, this game for all the players were pretty darn good. It was getting spooky in the first quarter, but the Sixers got it together. But Tyrese Maxey again and VJ Edgecombe put the team on their back. And let me give a shout out to Nick Nurse. If I'm going to criticize Nick Nurse when he's not coaching, hold on real quick. If I'm going to criticize Nick Nurse when he's not coaching, excuse me, y'all, my allergies, I got to give him credit when credit is due when he is coaching. Nick Nurse was pretty much up the whole game coaching. He wasn't just sitting on the bench. He was yelling. He was running around. That's what I like to see. Get up, show your team that you care. Don't just sit on the bench and coach from the bench all the dang on. Don't just sit on the chair. You get up and you coach this team. You yell at the reps. You call the plays that you want your team to run in the half-court offense. You motivate your squad. You motivate this team. And that's what Nick Nurse did. And I love that they were ready to go not from the very beginning, but they were ready to go. And when it counted the most, the coaching worked out. He called the timeouts, timely timeouts. I love the ball movement. I love the energy. He had this team ready to fight. And that's why we're going back to Philly tied up 1-1. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Let's go Sixers. Joel Embiid, get healthy, my brother. We need you for game 3 or game 4. We need you some point of this series. No rush, my brother. But we need you to beat the Boston Celtics. The Celtics could easily beat the Sixers in Philly. So the Sixers are going to have to bring it. And if we could somehow win both games in Philly and be up 3-1 going back to Boston, we could win this in 6 games, y'all. I said that the Sixers will win in 6 or 7 games. I did not stutter. I'm not taking it back. I said what I said, and I meant every word. The Celtics are a very good team. They're a very well-coached team. They have a great coach. But the Sixers have a good team as well. And if Joel Embiid comes back in game 3 or game 4 or game 5, whenever game he comes back, especially in Philly in these next couple of games, look out. Boston Celtics, all the Celtic fans, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. Let's go Sixers, baby. Let's go. Peace out, everybody. Have a wonderful day. And as always, God bless and be easy. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'm out.